Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Joe Biggs here with Infowars.com. Now today we have a new article out titled Video, Ezel Forward Protesters Threaten to Set Reporter on Fire. Now, this isn't just any reporter. This happens to actually be a personal friend of mine, Kirk Hawkins. I know him from back in Charlotte before I moved here to Austin for the Infowars job. He has since then moved from Charlotte to LA, where he is now one of the anchors at KCAL. He went to the vigil last night for the Ezel Ford. Ezel Ford was a mentally ill black man who was killed by LAPD earlier this year. And last night they read the results of the autopsy. A lot of people were out there protesting that. For the most part, everyone was peaceful, except for this one lady, an outside agitator. Let's take a look at that clip.
Well, Micah and Cher, we're live in Leimert Park because there was a peaceful protest here earlier today. We attended a vigil a short time ago, and it wasn't exactly peaceful, and it was all caught on camera.
Stop recording or else I'm going to drop the camera.
Reached a boiling point at the memorial for the 25-year-old tonight in South LA.
I'm about to set you the on fire if you don't back.
Hey, don't try to light me on fire.
As the media became the target, at one point, one of the demonstrators threatened a KTLA photographer.
If you want me to touch the camera, I can touch the camera and slam it into your face. I will hospitalize you. Shut up.
Nearby residents stepped in and tried to calm down the visitors from outside this neighborhood.
I'm worried about it because you're in my community.
Now, as you can see, the lady clearly pulls out a lighter and tries to set the cameraman on fire. That is crazy, out of this world. Well, anyways, one of the guys comes up who was out there protesting and goes, "Hey, who are you? You're not from around here." So this is another instance where we keep seeing these outside agitators like we saw in Ferguson in August and in November. And there's one thing that a lot of these people are starting to have in common: ties to RevCom. Now, you might have heard RevCom before by myself, David Knight, or Alex Jones. RevCom is the Revolutionary Communist Party. Now, they're an organization. They are out of Chicago, and they also have some people over in California as well. They're led by Bob Avakian and Carl Dix. Carl Dix can be seen in a lot of these protests as well. And I've also had a run-in with a guy called Greg Johnson. He was involved in Texas versus Johnson, where he tried to set an American, or he did set an American flag on fire. These guys go to protests, they take peaceful protests and turn them into riots. Now, I don't know what their agenda is, but they're also spending a lot of money. All these Black Lives Matters signs that you're seeing, all these I Can't Breathe or Stand with Ferguson or Mike Brown posters and all that, they're paying for it. That's a lot of money being spent into something like this when their entire agenda is to go in there and stir up controversy. So here we are, we're seeing this stuff time and time again. This is something everyone, I think, they need to keep their eyes open for. When you go to these protests, if you're around one of those, look for those. You'll see the RevCom at the bottom of the protest sign. They're out there trying to cause trouble, so stay clear of those guys. I texted Kirk earlier, and he said, yeah, last night was all in all a peaceful night. The only people that were out there trying to agitate was that lady right there, and it's funny, she's an outsider. But he posted up, or he was talking about getting ready to post up, the footage from the vigil, and he gets a tweet from what seems to be the lady that's in the video. "I'm literally going to kill that KTLA news reporter." Another one to Kirk Hawkins and KTLA. "Good, you piece of S. If I ever see you again, I will personally be setting you on fire." These aren't a good group of people to be around. I don't know if she's personally with them or not, but the way she's acting, the way she's holding herself, carrying herself, and portraying the way that she is trying to go out and do these protests, it seems a lot like something that RevCom would do. So like I said before, keep an eye out for those people when you go to these protests. Stay tuned for more reports. Make sure you're going to the Alex Jones Twitter or Alex Jones YouTube channel. We're almost at 1 million subscribers, so help us reach that point. We need your help with that. Also, continue watching our reports on Infowars.com. Once again, I'm Joe Biggs.